So this message is really to encourage people to engage in our Q12 survey. As people would be aware, we ran the Q12 engagement survey last year for the first time, and we've chosen that tool specifically because it's really well researched, it's used internationally, and it's backed up by a lot of research and benchmarkable against a whole range of organisations. Yeah. Last year we had about 276 people participate, which represents about 2/3 of our organisation, which was a terrific outcome in year one. We'd really love to get at least 300 this year to better that. As a result of last year's surveys, there were really four key areas across the organisation that we focused on working on. We did some projects that related to our facilities and equipment, so we've done things like stand-up desks. We've got budget this year to do some refurbishments on level 1 in this building, and we're also doing a significant refurb down at the Field Services Depot and building a new office at the organics plant. We also did some projects around learning and development. Most of you would have seen now the new suite of documents that have been rolled out for the performance appraisal process and staff performance development processes. So those are deliberately designed to be more of a conversation between a supervisor and staff rather than a ticker box scoring exercise, and early feedback on that's been really positive. We've also looked at staff rewards and recognition, so there's now regular acknowledgements through MyMessage. There's things like coffee vouchers available for people. We've got some new reward programs about to kick off shortly, and we've also just launched a pilot called the Cormorant Cup, which we're hoping that people will participate in, which is pretty exciting. The other key area we've focused on is really about understanding the organisation's strategic direction and how each person's role fits into the organisation's plans. So we've done a lot of work to demonstrate how the council plan links to directorate plans, and then how they link to a manager or business unit plan, and then how they link to an individual's work plan. So hopefully every individual can see how a piece of work in their work plan links all the way through up to the council plan, and can see how everybody plays a small part in helping our community grow and develop. We've had a couple of other smaller sort of individual projects. So on my level, you would have seen hopefully the Humans of Wangaratta posters that are around the place, and we're continuing to roll new ones of those out, and that's a really great project in terms of getting to know some employees that you might not get to meet or spend time with. And we've also had some other initiatives like exercise classes in the infrastructure area. So there's been a range of those sorts of projects which have come on board. This year we've added 3 new questions, so it's really Q15, not Q12 this year. And those 3 questions ask about whether you regularly have conversations about setting your work priorities with your supervisor, whether you get regular feedback on your performance from your supervisor, and whether you're encouraged to come up with new and innovative ways to do things. So those are 3 questions that will give us some interesting benchmarks this year. So finally, please take a few minutes, which is all it takes to complete the survey. Encourage your colleagues to do the same, and we really look forward to seeing the results. Why can't I remember those, Steve? Regular feedback, work priorities, and better ways to do things. It's not that hard.